The best MCS game of the year. Throwback from the Zero Chill Challenge. Kiv vs. Cleff. Final Four. Winner plays Velas. This was such an amazing game. I did a film breakdown on this New Year's Eve on my Twitch, and I want to share it to YouTube. If you guys want to see more film breakdowns like this, please like the video, comment, and let me know. And follow me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/lightsbreakdowns. I'm actually live right now for Madden Tip Thursday. Let me know what you guys think of this film breakdown. All right, Kiv versus Cleff. Cleff, he's running bunch offset mainly from Atlanta. You're going to see a ton of quick hikes. Quick hikes, Y trail, verts HB under. His best play, in my opinion, is the bench pivot. But everything is quick, fast, really hard to stop. Defensively, he's going to use 3-4 odd. I use 3-4 odd as well, so I'm going to talk about kind of what I see him doing in comparison to what I do. But he's very, very tough on both offense and defense. Obviously, he won it all. No secret there. Kiv mainly runs gun normal Y off close. Very meta. He's extremely good on offense every single year. Let's get into the battle. All right, so Cleff is going to be getting the ball first. First and 10. I do believe he goes with the trail play. You see Kiv, he is running the 4-3-6-1. It's a cover 4 mainly. Don't have to send many numbers. You're sending the D-line. You're hoping that the DT loops up the A-gap. And with your user, you want to engage with the center. It's also another meta thing that you see constantly. And does Cleff off top, does he go to block it? He doesn't. Looks like this is the trail play. So it's going to be drag, trail. I think this is post. The only thing he did different here is he hot routed the running back on a table. And he's looking to just work quickly. The table brings the flat zone to the right. User plays the trail. He's going to hit the drag route. Everything is super quick with Cleff on offense. So 4-3-6-1. Again, you see Kiv is shifting the D-line left. Again, he's going to bring his user to engage with the center, hoping his DT comes in. I'm curious to see if Cleff was doing any type of IDs or anything, because he moves so quickly. So he's not even wasting time to ID or anything like that. This is a quick hike verts. I remember it. I believe he scores here, but running back on an in, he's going to have his slot on that crosser. He's on a streak and a fade, I guess. And this is versus cover 4. And from what I remember, this guy gets wide open, and I recall that the free safety is going to dumb out. See how that free safety kind of went a little bit to the in, to kind of to the crosser, and left that streak wide open. And he scores here. Now also, Cleff did block the tight end here. Okay, he blocked the tight end to the left to pick up the pressure. You see that Kiv switch stick to the safety. That streak was wide open. Real fast, real quick for Cleff getting the touchdown to start. All right, normal Y off close. All right, so you see Cleff, he's in 3-4 odd. I run 3-4 odd as well. Something that I love that Cleff does. He runs a lot more cover 6 and cover 2 coverage than the average pro, in my opinion. What he's doing with his user, okay, is a lot of the times he wants to use the middle linebacker on the side of the tight end. He's going to man him up on the tight end and give him a bump. Then he's going to switch stick. A lot of the times he was switch sticking to the corner. He could have literally a cover 2 defense, right? Where this linebacker would be in a yellow. He's going to manually bump the tight end, then switch stick to the flat. Sometimes he might have cover 6 where this side is the cover 4 side, and then he, again, could switch stick to the deep zone. Sometimes the left side would be the cover 4 side, and then this linebacker would be in a flat. So there'll be times where you see you'll see this guy just shoot out to the flats. But more times than not, he's looking to manually bump the tight end. And he does it right there. So I didn't even remember that he did it on this first play. But look, he's going to manually bump the tight end. Then he's going to switch stick to the right corner to take away the running back. And then his yellow zone to the opposite linebacker took that little short crosser. Also, I love doing this. Show and blitz. If I had to guess, he's in default cover 0 package, like cover 0 shell. and then pressing Y and then R2, RT. I do this also when I run zone and 3-4 odd. It keeps the secondary backed off. You can show blitz, but you don't have to actually press with your secondary. Okay, now watch. Let's see how we adjust to this. This is a very meta setup by Kiv, in which he's going to run the auto motion. You got the whip. You got the speed out stemmed up, and then you got the really good post. I believe Cleff, when he sees the auto motion, is going to go underneath coverage. I think this corner is going to be in a hard flat, so let's peep that. Pay attention to his user. So he's looking to manually bump the tight end. Oh, okay. So Kiv switched it up. He's not running the auto motion. Nice little drag there. I want to go back real quick. So he blocked the tight end. So let's see what Lloyd does. Okay, this is the setup right here. When you want to hit a drag, it's always good to have the running back on a table or a wheel, just to have nice spacing. Also, if it's covered 2, a post and a wheel do really good, because if a deep half can follow the post, leaving the wheel open. Also, if it's man-to-man, you can bomb with the wheel. Just a very nice setup, and you're blocking the tight end. Blocking the tight end typically does good versus most 3-4 odds. I feel like I do good against block tight end, but the meta show blitz setup like this does good against it. So this is probably going to get picked up. Now pay attention to his user, Lloyd, okay? Pay attention to him. Is he manned up on the tight end? When he switch sticks, what happens? So it looks like he was just in a yellow. So he switch sticks off to try to play the post. Okay, he's going to try to play the post, but then he's going to switch stick back to him to try to play the crosser. I believe that's what he does. But he's late on it, so what does he have to do? Cleff is they're both one of the best switch stickers in the world. So now he's going to try to get him and run down. But he's going to be too late. He's just too far. But it's 4th and 3. Okay, you see how Cleff, he's running show blitz, but he's not. These dudes are not pressed. That's that Y plus RT. A lot of people don't know about that. Okay, so this is big with the manual bump of the tight end. I think he might get a stop here. Kiv, he likes to run a streak with that fade. Okay? What Cleff is doing is, he's manually bumping the tight end, and then if he sees someone hitting the flats, he's going to switch stick to it. So he missed the manual bump. Okay, that's why that was a big play. You see, this is cover 2. Not hard flats. It seems like it's cover 2. I think those outside corners are in flats. But he wanted to manually bump this tight end, and he whiffed. He whiffed on the manual bump. See, Kiv seen it. Inside pass to the left against the deep halves. Seams are killer against cover 3 and cover 2. But when he lands that bump, he holds that bump for a while, even after you switch stick off him, which you'll see later on. So again, you do see Cleff, he is playing on the tight end side. The linebacker on the tight end side. Good dot by Kiv. So this, I can't tell if these, I think these are squatted flat zones that are just backed off, but I guess it could be. I don't think it's a cover 4 because this deep half is too far. If it was a cover 4, he would be playing like over here. So I think it's cover 2. They're just in clouds or soft squats, or maybe even zone drop. I can't really tell. But good throw with the smoke screen. And a lot of people, when they do this, you see that you have the speed out. You have the speed out with the smoke screen. That way, if a hard flat comes down on the smoke, you're going to have the speed out to the slot receiver. It's one of the reasons why people like this normal Y off close. Also, the doubles, Y flex or whatever in the Saints, running gun. Very similar type of concept. You get a speed out to the slot receiver. Okay, again, so let's see. Cleff, does he go now to the left middle linebacker? You see he goes to the left middle linebacker because the tight end's on that side. Kiv likes to motion out the running back. So he's going to motion out the running back. Let's see how Cleff tries to adjust to it. You motion out the running back in Madden 25, you got those stemmed up speed outs. Very hard to stop. And then you can have like a whip route with it. Whip plus speed out. Even if you don't have anything with the speed out, it's good. If you identify zone or even a soft a backed off man. So like you see, like this is a nice combo. You're blocking the 3-4 odd blitz. And this is another key pro tip. ID the outside corner opposite the tight end block. going to be really good against 3-4 odd blitzes. You got this fade speed out. This is going to bring the deep zones on the left side up the field. So if the user doesn't play the post will be open. If they play the post, the drag should be open. It's spaced out well, and you're going to get full blocking. So one of the best things about motioning the running back out, you're getting empty, but you can still block the tight end in a lot of these sets. Okay, so as you see right there, he got the touchdown. Cleff starts on here. He sees the tight ends blocking. I think he was thinking maybe the running back was going to go deep. He didn't trust it. He switch sticks to him. He switch sticks from Gronk. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he switch sticks to Ramsey. Now he's got to get back to wide. Let's see if he tries to get to Gronk. He does try to get to Gronk, but then he switch sticks to Palomar. He was just too far away. It was just a good throw, and it was good timing by Kiv. It was like the perfect time to make that throw as soon as he got switch sticked off Gronk, but he still got hit. That was a great throw. Still in this game now with KOs, he didn't have a KO that could knock that out, but with the switch stick, it's going to be really hard to fit passes in between zones when, with the KOs and with the great switch stick. And again, Cleff and Kiv have two of the best switch sticks in the world. All right, so now Kiv's on defense. I want to focus on Cleff's offense because very simple to use, very fast. Okay, this is the bench pivot. What he does, you have conductor, right? So you can go ahead and table, and then you can drag. So you get rid of the corner out. Drag table, very good combo. Flat will take the table. You got the drag. If the user plays the drag, you got the whip. The reason why the whip's going to be open versus zone even against hard flats is because you have the out. And then all of that, if they're playing super underneath coverage, 2 yellows, 2 hard flats, those are all guarded. You got the dig over the top. This is Cleff's best play. He's very good at reading it. That was a good hit, though, right there. You don't want that 2nd and 8. But you'll see later on in the game, he is extremely good at making the read and making it fast. He's very quick with his bunch offset in Atlanta. Sometimes he does go with the auto motions as well. This is spacing switch. Spacing switch has one of the best table routes in the game. It's like a speed table, and it is money. So he's just trying to quick hike a setup from this, but he's looking at the running back, and then he's got, you see how he had pretty much 2 slants going. He's looking for the table route when he runs that, and Kiv defended that really well. So let's see what he did to defend it. Looks like a hard flat. Actually, this was that match? Because this dude was manned up or matched on him. Excellent defense. See what Cleff goes to on the 3rd and mediums. See, he's not even really trying to do any IDs or blocks. He's setting up and going. He's running again the bench pivot. And honestly, again, crazy switch sticks by Kiv. It's really interesting that you're able to high throw, not high pass, but throw this leading the drag up, especially because he kind of got bumped. So there's enough space in between the table, which the flat is taken away, and then this X drag, which is kind of having a nice depth right there. It's about an 8-yard depth, so the hard flat doesn't play it. Unless is that a man? Oh, he manned him up. Okay, sorry. He manned up the outside corner on the running back. So Kiv was expecting maybe, again, a table route, maybe the spacing switch. So he manned up the running back, which makes sense on why the drag was so open. Very interesting adjustment and just a good late find by Cleff. That's why the flat didn't peel back to play the drag, because that was actually a man up to the outside corner. All right, you see Cleff's bunch is on the wide side. This is verticals. So I'll just show you that setup again. Again, everything is fast. Everything is quick. Verticals where he's just streaking square. He scored a touchdown on this setup. He did block the tight end when he did score, but Kiv was in 4-3-6-1 when he scored. This is a loop. just quick throw. Cleff is very good at making the catch and then going backwards to avoid the hit. Finds lane. So Kiv, actually, this is like a crossfire loop. He had the strong safety in a yellow. Seen him come down. Cleff reads that instantly. Makes the throw to the crosser. And again, he blocked this loop pressure, and I don't think he did any IDs or anything. I'm going to go back. I want to just check to see if he did a quick ID the mic or a quick shift. Oh, yeah, he ID'd the right corner. ID'd the right corner, I think. Everything's got to be fast. See how he caught it and went boom, went diagonal down and to the right to avoid the hit and scored. 14-7. This is the replay here. Okay, see how he swerves the hit. So excited. I think this is going to be the jet touch pass. That's another staple of this type of offense right here. Jet touch pass. Okay, so this is what Cleff did to... So he got off the linebackers. He's going to get on the strong safety. Probably ideally you want to get on maybe the left linebacker and peel him to the right or the left safety, but you got to move quick. So he's seen the motion, got off the linebacker, and goes right onto the strong safety and runs down. Now, originally, the way I was running 3-4 odd is I had DBs at middle linebacker. Now I just have linebackers at all four positions, and I definitely noticed that I stopped the run better. Because I originally was having some issues defending like the jet touch pass, but once I put 4 linebackers in there, I definitely could stop it a lot better. You just get good sheds. All right, so here you see the wheel stem down corner. If you've been living under a rock, you know Madden 25, stem down corners are extremely good. They can kind of get open while the deep zones are going up, but if it's a cover 2, which I think this might actually be a cover 2 here, you can get over the top of it. And I like the right side. So this is like not typical, right? You don't typically see in past Maddens where it's like nothing attacking the middle of the field at all. But I think Kiv is picking up some tendencies on what Cleff is trying to do. Especially he's trying to manually bump the tight end. He's blocking the tight end to block the 3-4 odd blitz. And then now you got like this cover 2 beater where you got the slot fade. You got the hitch. Let's see if the corner on the right gets down on the hitch. No, this is actually looks like a cover 4 on the right side. Okay, you see that the middle linebacker on the right, he's going to go to the flats. Okay, he had to throw it away. I think he might have had this corner. So it was cover 2. This was cover 6. Cover 2 on the left, cover 4 on the right. And square with a high point, I think could have possibly been open. He is going to hit that later on in the game, though. I can't remember if it's this very next play or the same drive. Again, normal Y off close. He's in it a lot. Some people that run this formation, they're audibling through other sets. Kiv likes to use it as his main set, but as I say that, he's still in it. He just flips it. Okay, slot receiver to the short side here. Similar concept. This corner, though, as of right now, is not stemmed. Let's see if he's picking it up. Like, okay, Cleff's going to run cover 2 on that side. Let me see if I can get over the top. Or does he stem him down? So he still stems him down. See if he hits him. Okay, very next play. So Kiv noticed it. Just like how we noticed it, Kiv, amazing player, one of the best of all time. Notice it's cover 2. He was a little unsure about himself on the previous play if he should throw it or not. 3rd and 5. He's like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to throw it. High point over the top. Bang. Kills cover 2, especially if the cover 2 is not backed off or zone dropped. Good play. I love the wheel corner combos. I do it in Heavy Saint. If you guys watch me, yes, I'm in Heavy Saint. I do a lot of that as well. And so does everyone. But here, another attacking with the smoke screen. He's going to have the speed out with it. Okay. You see that. Let's see what Cleff's still in the 3-4 odd. Let me go back. Still on the tight end side. On the left side, though, it looks like this is going to be the cover 4 side. Right side, I believe, is the cover 2 side. So no one's initially going to play the smoke screen. So he's just going to take it. Now, Cleff does get a hell of a hit stick. That's 5 yards. Oh, that's the right read by Kiv. 2nd and 5. He flips it. Okay, this Cleff did amazing at stopping this setup right here. Again, manually bump the tight end. Then he's going to switch stick to the corner to come down on the table. I don't even think he has cover two here. He might actually have cover 4. Or if he does have cover 2, the corner on the left is backing off. So if you don't switch stick to this, as you're going to see right here, look, watch. He's going to manually bump the tight end, switch stick to the corner, and run down and force that drop. If he doesn't switch stick to him, you see how far this corner is backed off? That's probably a first down. But that's what Cleff does. He manually bumps the tight end and then immediately switch sticks either to the linebacker next to him or the corner next to him. He sees the running back on a table, so he bumps the tight end. The tight end bumps the linebacker bumps the tight end really good even after you switch stick. So if you're not manually bumping in this game, you definitely should. You just got to man him up. You can man him up on anyone and manually bump. We were doing it a lot last year as well. Seems like that's kind of meta now. But switch stick, bang. Does a phenomenal job at stopping that setup right there. 3rd and 5. Running back motion. You see the speed out. Does he stem him up? I like this combo. Again, when you got a drag, it's always good to have something pulling the flats so that the drag will peel open. You have to have a yellow zone to play the drag, right? And then look how he sets up his routes. If you're going to have a yellow play the drag, well, then he's going to hit you with the post over the top. Just easy, nice spacing, and then the speed out. Let's see if he stems him up. He doesn't stem him up. It's because he has the corner with it, right? So if this dude right here runs down on the speed out, yeah, you can't throw the speed out. Okay, fine. He's manned up, maybe trail technique, underneath coverage, or it's a hard flat, fine. Can't throw it, but guess what you can throw? The corner out over the top of him. So it's like a smash concept, but you're using a speed out instead. Now, he had to kind of throw that. I think Cleff clicked onto him. Yeah, Cleff switched stick to him. Cleff was on it. So he read it. So he switched sticks to that safety. Also, you got to worry about, again, this is Madden 25. You got to worry about the seams. Deep halves don't play the seams well. So when you're in cover 2 and you notice this dude's threatening vertical, you want to switch stick to the safety. It was just kind of a misthrow. He also did miss the manual bump. He missed the manual bump there. So if X did go on a streak, he would have scored. But it's 4th and 5 right here. What does Kiv do? He is going to take 3. He probably feels like he can get a stop. Let's get points. And it's going to be 14-10. Okay, so now Kiv's going to a mug look. Double mug look. This is the spacing switch. The key to this play, again, guys, is the running back. But Kiv's doing a good job against it. That's where Cleff was going. But Kiv's screaming. Kiv's screaming now. Outside linebacker or defensive end heat are really good now. With 3-4 odd, with double mug, with 4-3-6-1. So you got to worry about that. Let's see what Cleff does to try to pick this pressure up. So now he's going with the auto motion plays from a bunch offset, the PA cheat switch dig or the PA cheat switch comeback. Usually does good against man-to-man cover zeros. So I think that's why probably he's going to this. He sees maybe this is mid-blitz with adjustments. Let me go ahead and motion this guy over. Let's see if we can get an easy throw right here. He's got a drag with it. Just excellent adjustments right there. Excellent adjustments right there by Kiv. So he's got a cover 3 on the right side. Actually, this might just be a cover 4. He's got 4 deep zones. Looks like a flat, 1 yellow, and probably a flat here. And yeah, you made the throw, but you got mid zones all over the place. So these are not super safe throws. You got to be superb with their timing when making these, or else you're going to get KO'd. Okay, 1st and 10. Believe this is show blitz look. Heat screaming. So what did Cleff go to here? I think this is quick hike verticals, right? Quick hike verticals. You see that this guy's manned up. So I guess this is mid blitz, but or it could be zone, but he's manning him up. And that actually, Cleff's going to bomb him later on in the game. But you see the jam over here. Let's see if the table's guarded. So it looks like the left side's in a cover 0, right side zoned out. Just excellent adjustments, excellent defense. And Cleff's quick hiking. He's sending 5 out. He's not able to pick up the pressure. So he's got to be mindful of that. Like, all right, fine, double mug. I can beat this. I just gotta have over a second. But he's got to try to get over the top one-on-one with the isolated guy. So here now he's going auto motion again. This is a single side. Is circle wide open? Does Kid make adjustments? He is going to cover to that side. Okay, now we're going to check that real quick. This is a flat. This is a deep half. You actually could fit the motion fade in between here if the soft squat doesn't match it. On the right side, I think he also had cover 2. No, his is cover 3. So this is like a cover 3 cloud, right? Flat, deep half, inside third, outside third. I don't think this is an outside third safety, but it could be. But it does look like circle has the space. So I wonder if Cleff goes back to that. So if you pay attention to this again, see that? I think he has circle. And I like the wheel with the drag because the drag gives off tells. It's a good quick throw, but it also makes the deep half. I think it actually negates the soft squats from matching that, if I'm not mistaken. I think the drag with a motion wheel would negate a soft squat from matching the wheel. Does Cleff go right back to it and try to throw that? Did he see it? Maybe that isn't a throw. He is back in this, but now he has the streak with it. He also is going to have a stem down corner with a dig. So this is nice. This is a nice look right here. But he is going with the drag, all right? So he's got this guy on a drag. He's going to have the motion wheel. I think he has the wheel. Does he throw it? He's also blocking the tight end, guys. Oh my God, tight end. He's blocking the running back. Good switch stick. Okay, this was one of the best plays of the whole tournament. Great switch stick by Kiv, but the subtle thing that everybody did not realize, guys. Remember what I told you. There was space to hit this wheel. At least for me, that's what it looked like. I think Cleff goes back to that because of that reason. But he still set himself up with a nice drag, stem down corner, dig, right, just in case he had it. But watch what Kiv does. Watch what Kiv does. And this throws Cleff off. He switch sticks to this corner. Watch. He switch sticks to the corner. See that? He switch sticks to the corner to take that away. So not only did Cleff see it, Kiv knew. Kiv knew, oh, I was going to beat. If he does that again, I got to protect the wheel. So he goes to that. But now, peep the beautiful switch sticking. He's going to go from him. He's going to switch stick to him to take him away, right? Then when he goes from here, he's going to switch stick here to take the dig away. But as he moves this way, he switch sticks back to Gronkowski and is going to pick him off. All right, let's run that back all the way. Switch sticks to the corner. Then he's going to switch stick back to the linebacker. Then he's going to switch stick back to the right linebacker, back to the left linebacker, and pick him off. This is high-level Madden. Everyone's seen this and thought, wow, what a switch stick to Gronk. But the first switch stick to the corner, in my opinion, is what really threw off Cleff and is what got that pick. Took away the fade, then the drag, then coming back to the dig, the deep in, and just an amazing switch stick sequence right there by Kiv. All right, showing some trips TE flex. All right, so just for you guys to see, wheel with the drag. Why do you have a wheel? Just good spacing, right? You see only one corner here. Can he play both coming down on the drag and the wheel? No. So he'll get some information with him, but he might also be looking at the right side first. You got this motion wheel. This motion wheel, if they have hard flats, can get over the top of the flat. If they don't have hard flats, you're going to have the table, and that table is a nice speedy table route. But that was excellent defense right there by Cleff because Cleff was not in a cover 2 on that side. He was in a cover 4 on that side. So he had him in a deep zone, hard flat to the linebacker. So that right side was stopped beautifully. If that was cover 2 on the right side, Kiv had it. It wasn't cover 2 on the right side. A lot of people like to sell out and put their corners in flats, safeties in yellows in that situation. That's not what Cleff did there. All right, so 3-4 odd, again, playing on the tight end side. I think the auto motion is going to come. Let's see. Okay, you also see Kiv is IDing the outside corner on the left. I don't know if you could see him on the screen with the way my OBS is set up with the outside corner. Okay, he's going to do the auto motion. I think when Cleff sees the auto motion, he sells out. He goes underneath coverage. I think the left corner, unless that's a soft squat, I think the left corner is going to be in a hard flat. Running down on him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful adjustments by Cleff. Okay, not only is this guy in a hard flat, I don't think this is a deep half. I think this is an outside third. I think that's an outside third. So if this guy is in an inside third, there is so much space that Cleff has to guard, but Cleff is Cleff, and he guards it. It helps that you have Gronkowski at linebacker. Excellent play design by Kiv. But the hard flat with the outside third threw off Kiv's read as far as throwing the speed out. He did have the whip. But sometimes you don't have to actually play things. Like, you just have to show that you might come down, right? Again, you don't want to get baited, so maybe you don't throw it. He just kind of shows that he's going to guard it and then comes right back to circle. Now, remember, like I said, if this dude is in an outside third, and this dude's in an inside third, there's no one in the deep middle. So you just got to give him the whip. You don't want to make it look like the whip's wide open, so you want to kind of fake like you're going to play it. But he's got to guard circle because no one else is there. Excellent defense right there. And just excellent way to adjust quickly to the auto motion of having a hard flat and an outside third on that side. Maybe he does that all the time in these situations, but that was the first time I noticed it. All right. Auto blend again to trips TE flex. Now, sometimes when you run 3-4 odd, your 3-4 odd gets messed up. Now, this is when you want to shout out the MD members. I doubt too many people know about this, but film room members know about this. The show 3. And I think that's what Cleff does right there to get the linebackers back. It's almost kind of like a baseline. Get the linebackers back into the front 7. Cleff loves the manual bump. Now, he just whiffed on it as a touchdown, but you see that right here, he manually bumps this slant. I like the setup by Kiv with the drag in and the slant, but because he manually bumps the slant, kind of throws off the timing, and then after the manual bump, expect the switch stick. I think he switch sticks to the left corner. Yep, switch sticks to the left corner here, which he did have square, but Kiv wasn't fully looking at it. Sometimes when you get your slot manually bumped, it kind of confuses you, but he throws it. He just threw it a little late. Cleff misses it, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just going to pause the game just to answer any questions. I haven't been looking at the chat, and then we'll resume, but that's the end of the first. 17-14. What up, Artie? I'll probably post this on YouTube. Happy New Year's to all you brothers. I think zone can be griping the way Cleff does it. I think man is better. I think saw blitz is the better option. But if you are going to run cover 2, I like the idea of manually bumping the most inside threat to help negate against the seam throws. I got to move on a little quickly here because I promised my wife I'll be done in 30 minutes. So, let's move. All right, Cleff gets the ball back. And beautiful way to respond. I'm going to go back to, let's just run it here. See the touchdown. I want to see what Kiv made as an adjustment. I do see a crazy overload to the left. But I want to see what the coverage is on the right side. So I think it's just the cover 2. Yeah, so it's just the cover 2. Cleff's eyes, I'm sure, are on the running back first probably. So, yeah, okay. So 2nd and 6. We missed the 1st and 10. It's fine. All right, so running back. Probably looking at the running back first, and then he just sees this guy strafed. He sees him this far out. He's got a speedy guy right there. It's the fade, because I think this is verticals. I believe it's verticals. Fade. Throw a bullet pass to the right. Yep. Perfect read. Perfect timing. Rack, Judy. Hamilton can't catch up. Quick way to respond right there. Finding the cover 2 and exploiting it. 21-17. Okay, so Kiv's going to the trip C flex. He's running the bubble. He's stemming up the speed out, turning it into a streak to threaten the streak. This looks like good defense to me. Yep, he had to just hand it off. See, Cleff was all over it. Cleff was all over it. You see, he's taking this dude. He's not playing 3-4 odd the same way. He's not having the show blitz type of look, right? He likes to manually bump circle. And also, at the same time, take away the bubble. This user right here, take away the bubble. Right side, a lot of guys to guard against that tight end. And these RPOs are not great in this year's game because they slowed them down. Slowed them down so you have a better chance at making the throws, but now the runs aren't going to be as good. Excellent way to adjust by Cleff. Just the little things, the details. Back in the normal Y off close. See what Kiv goes to. This is show blitz from Cleff. Flip the play. I like this. I like the running back with hot route master or running back apprentice, the corner route motioned out to go with, I think he had a whip with it. And he's going to have the slot. Let's see if he runs that back again with the flip. Yep. Flip. Slot receiver, I believe, is on that slot fade. If he runs the same play. Yep. He's going to run the same exact play. Is he going to block the tight end? You see, he's not blocking the tight end, but he's IDing the outside corner. IDing the outside corner is great against these outside blitzes. So that way he could have his eyes on the right side of the field. The left side of the field shouldn't come in. But if he has his eyes on the right side of the field and this linebacker here is flying in, well, you can't guard the seam and the whip. And this is just really acting as a way, if it's covered too hard flat, that the corner plays the running back instead of the whip. So I think the seam streak or the whip is probably going to be the throw here. Although, if, let's say it's complete cover 2 and he has all the time in the world, this should get open also. Let's see. Oh, he was looking left first. Interesting. Maybe because he knew the user was on the right side, but he was looking left right away, seeing these guys backing off, and he's just going to hit the speed out. I thought his eyes were going to be on the right side, but Kiv knew better. He knew that was going to be open. Seeing it quick. He probably had to make that read real fast before going to the right side. And just Cleff is all over this setup. This was the... Oh, my gosh. I forgot that happened. Tyreek Hill with the moss of the century. I don't know how you moss Palomeo, but jeez. But look at what Cleff does to adjust to that. He was completely ready versus this setup. Again, man up. Manual bump on the tight end. And then this could be a cover 2 or a cover 4. Either way, it's not a hard flat. So he's going to switch stick from the corner to the running back. Now, I think this is the deep half, but I think maybe Kiv thought this was a cover 4 because the way he threw this, I think he might have thought the safety was in an inside quarter and not a deep half. Because if it's like this and then you switch stick to him and you run down on the running back, he probably thought Tyreek is going to be open because the inside quarter wouldn't play it. But if it's a deep half, as you'll see, he's going to manually bump the tight end, switch stick to the corner, run down on the running back, and then maybe Kiv just thought if that's an inside quarter, I'm going to get him open since this is a fade route. But no, it's a deep half, and that's not open. And that should have been picked. But instead, it's a touchdown. 24-21. I don't know what that was in the background. Did you guys hear that? All right. Here comes bench pivot. Nope. Going to verticals with the block tight end. And he is going to bomb with Judy, and he gets it. Let's run that back. Okay. Kiv switching up the defense again. Now he's going 3-4 odd show blitz, it looks like. What is Cleff going to do? He's going to verticals. He's going to block the tight end because that does good against 3-4 odd. He's still going to quick hike, and he's going to take advantage of this one-on-one. Let's see if this is man press. Man press. Okay, he's going to wait. He gets outside leverage, and he's going to throw it. You see the blitz is all blocked up, and this is just a in-route crosser wheel fade. great, honestly. Amazing setup by Cleff right there to read pinch buck. I think he read pinch buck. He audible from bench pivot to this. Quick, super quick. Why? Because if it's man and it's trail technique, the wheel will get open. You got the crosser and just the one-on-one with the speed. He's seen he got the separation off the press. He's got it. He's got a little step on him. Beautiful throw. Doesn't get the rack touchdown, but a catch is better than nothing right there. 4 minutes in the second. Does Cleff clock? I don't believe he does. I don't think they clock until the end of the game. First time audibling to something else. Audibling to the bunch wide. Mid-zone KO. So what he tried to do here, speed out. You get outside receiver routes in this formation. So he's got a little speed out. Think streak, drag, post. And again, if you're not, I mean, he made the read at the right time. It's just these mid-zone KOs go crazy. 2nd and 10. And Kiv is back in double mug. The 2-4-5 double mug. Good read on the drag. Another quick hike. He went back to this formation. He's running that the return. So he had square open. He's seen that Kiv was late with the user on the drag, so he's just going to take it. Again, more just moving fast. Moving fast. He's going to call play and hike or audible and hike really fast. It's the best way to play offense in this game right now. He's back in it. Again, going back to this exact setup. You got the pivot to this outside guy here. Streak, drag, post. Blocking the tight end. Just excellent switch sticks. I want to see if Cleff did an ID to block this. So he audibles to this. Running back's blocked. I don't see him ID. I think he just ID'd the user. Or maybe he didn't ID anyone. But excellent switch stick. I love the switch stick at the very last second to this corner over here, to Moss. That's what say he was going to throw to him if he didn't switch stick to it. 4th and 3. Do you kick the field goal? Or do you go for it? What's Cleff going to do? Decisions. Do you tie the game up with 3:27 left, or you go for it? He's going for it. Bunch off set, or is he audible in a bunch wide? Nope, he's going. Okay, you see the ID. ID outside linebacker. Is he going to run the 5 out, or is he going to block the tight end here? He is going to run the 5 out. And beautiful throw, undercutting the ball. You ID the right side again, similar to 3-4 odd. You want to ID the outside guys to avoid those linebackers coming in super fast. And you got to be fast with the reads, right? Probably look to the tight end or like the left side, maybe wheel tight end. Kind of add the tight end, but with mid-zone KOs, everybody has KOs. You don't really want to throw it. Then you look at the running back. He uses the running back. So now you got this one-on-one. This is either a mid-read or a man-up here. This might be a mid-read. But he's going to throw it down into the right. Click on. Avoid the KO. Beautiful. Really the only thing he had, and he made it work. All right. 1st and 10. 3:10 left. Spacing switch. Watch the running back. He wanted to go to him. Man, that's frustrating when that happens. You see that he bumped into the rusher. He still got good yards, but wasn't as clean as he wanted it to be. All right, so here, 2nd and 4. Now Kiv's going to 4-3-6-1. He's just going to different defenses, trying to give as many different looks as he can. But Cleff is hiking so fast that that's like the only weakness of the 4-3-6-1. You just hike before you can get set up with your space. And you can do blocking schemes to stop it, but I don't even think Cleff is doing anything because he's just going so fast with it. Sees the table route to the running back. Goes to it. I think that was the bench pivot. 1st and 10. He gets the first. Kiv 4-3-6-1. Again, bench pivot. And Cleff mastered the reads of this. But you see, let me just pull up the play art. When you have master tactician or conductor, you can go with a drag, table, and hike. And listen, like, the table's guarded by a flat, you're going to have the drag. If the user plays the drag, you're going to have the whip. Why is the whip open? Because this guy's going to the flats. It's all short, but then at the end of the day, you do have the dig coming above it. It's the best quick hike setup, especially for short type of yardage, red zone. And if you can make the reads real fast and don't get baited, it's so hard to stop. Cleff mastered it. All right, 1st and 10. ID and outside corner on the motion. Let's see if he goes hard flats again. And he does. Yo, Cleff is so fast at adjusting as soon as he sees that. As soon as he sees that, unless he already had this dude in an outside third. Oops. This dude in an outside third and this dude in a hard flat. I think he's just making that adjustment only when he sees the motion. But every time you see that motion, he is not giving the tight end flat. He will not let you take that. He's hard flat in that corner. And then he's just, I guess you know why too? Because when you take the tight end and bring him over to the left, there's one less guy. The seams you don't got to worry about. So you can go cover 2 on this side. You can go outside third. Yes, there's a crazy amount of space here. But when people run that auto motion play, usually the slot's on a pivot. So you don't really got to worry. I guess Cleff probably feels like when you see that auto motion, I don't got to worry about the deep middle too much with these. I just got to user it. So like, yeah, circles on a post a lot of times, but I got to user that anyway because that beats man. That, it beats most coverages. So I'm going to take it away myself. The biggest thing though that I love is that he will not let you get cheap yards with this auto motion. So this is excellent defense, and this is also with Kiv doing an excellent job at picking up the pressure. It's not like 3-4 odd is screaming at him. Cleff is just adjusting well and switch sticking at the right spots. 2nd and 10, trips TE flex. You see how now the 3-4 odd looks different against this. Again, now I don't know if this is intended or not, but he likes to manually bump circle. See how he's taking Gronk? He wants to manually bump the inside guy. This is a different look here by Kiv, different motion here. It's going to go speed out. I like this, though. Basic, right? Table, post, streak, drag, and then with a speed out. But manually bumping circles, messing things up. Manually bumping that slot. It's really shaking things up a little. Oh, and he gets a pick. This was a crazy pick, and honestly, I kind of think this was fluky. Unless Cleff knows something, I think that was an outside quarter. I think that's an outside quarter. And should outside quarters play that? Maybe he just mistimed it. Maybe he threw it a little too late. Yeah, I think maybe he threw it a little too late. The throw was a little weird. Either way, Cleff will take it. He gets the pick. And now he can make it a 2-possession lead. 24-28. He goes with verticals right here. Gets screamed at. So it's 4-3-6-1. He is going to block the running back. So that right there is just dragging of the tight end. Everything super quick. Everything going super quick. I love the switch stick. Little details, guys. Little details. The switch stick of the left corner. Very last second by Kiv. If Cleff was going to throw to R1. That was going to be a pick. The switch stick just changed the comp game, man. It really did. 2nd and 10. Cleff's not even going for the bump on the tight end, on the center. He's playing over here. Is he going to actually manually bump the tight end? See what he does here. Yep, he manually bumps the tight end, and he almost gets a pick. This is the worst throw of the day by Cleff right there. The only bad read of the game, from what I remember. He rolled out right, the manual bump. Messed him up. I'm telling you guys, low key, manual bump is something you guys should be doing. It really messes up the timing of routes. Manual bumps the tight end, plays the whip. Well, faked like he was going to play the whip. Cleff thought he was going to play the whip. That's why he threw to the drag. Kiv was all over it. Now, it should have been a pick. Just Kiv didn't think he was going to throw it. So that's why he didn't continue. But it was defensive pass interference regardless. So it wouldn't have mattered if he picked it. Okay, we are getting to the 2-minute warning. 4-3-6-1. Bump it to the center. Is the A-gap going to come in? He's just going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. You know that if Cleff ain't hiking the ball right away, he's not hiking it at all. Okay, little switch up here. Little switch up. Stem down corner. Streak flat. Again, not everyone is amazing at making this read. Watch how fast Cleff is going to be able to make this read that this is not a hard flat. And I believe he throws to the tight end here. I think he quickly reads curl flat and throws to the tight end. Then you do that dive. That's because if you're on conservative, you're not going to really fumble with that. But you see how fast he just read that one guy, the flat defender. And he was able to see, I could throw that. I actually think he had the stem down corner as well. But maybe he's looking to clock the second quarter out. So he's bringing it down. Bench pivot. Kiv has been playing the bench pivot really, really good all day. So it looks like it's man on the solo side. Oh, no, this is match, right? That might have been match on the solo side. Either way, excellent defense. 3rd and 2. Does Cleff run the ball? Nope, he goes bench pivot. His bread and butter. And just look how fast he's able to make that drag read. Because you just got to read the user. So if the user is not going to follow and that drag gets a little bit past that user, you can throw it. Because if he sells on it, then you got the whip. But you don't want to get baited. If you're like new to using it, you might get baited by a good user. Cleff's not going to get that, not going to let that happen. As soon as he passes him, he notices he can't play the drag. He might be able to peel back to play the whip. He can't play the drag. I'm throwing it. But the game tried him. And he does not get forward progress. 4th and 1. 4th and 1 right here. He had a chance. If he would have scored a touchdown right here, he would have been in complete control. But we're in a 4th and 1, and he might get stopped here. Do you guys remember what happens? Let's see. 1:15 left. 4th and 1. Giving that 3 for odd. Just showing different stuff. And he's bringing his user to the tight end. Is he going to look to manually bump the tight end? Cleff, man, he don't go nowhere without his table routes. All his setups got table routes. Is he going to throw the table route? No. Why? Because it was man-to-man. This is pinch buck. That makes sense on why Kiv brought his user to the tight end. Why? Because he's manned up on the tight end. He's manned up on the slot. He's manned up on the outside receiver. He's manned up on the running back. He's manned up on this receiver. So, you better throw that ball fast if you're not blocking because the heat's going to scream. And Cleff probably was looking at the running back first, then was like, damn, I got to make my read fast. What was the read? High points, you throw inaccurates, but the tight end would have been the read here. But if you're looking at the right side, you're not going to see that right away. Plus the user, you don't really want to try the user. He also did get a one-on-one user catch on this route earlier in the game. So he looks at it again, but this time the defender is going to play this much better. Pay attention to the left safety, the free safety against the slot. And he's going to knock it out. So he gets the stop. He shouldn't have got stopped there because should have really got forward progress. The game didn't give him forward progress. Got to a 4th and 1 and got stopped. Cleff is playing a hell of a game. I mean, the only other huge play was that throw Tyreek Hill when he mossed Palomeo. So Cleff's playing good, man. Kiv's also playing really good. It's just a hell of a game. That motion just makes things really hard, especially if you can block the tight end. See how he's blocking the tight end? Cleff wants to manually bump the tight end. You can if he's not on a route. Fade, speed out. Simple concept, right? Drag, dig. Just throw to the drag. And now you don't want to give Cleff any time, but you got to start moving fast. So less than a minute left. You're already at 29 seconds. 2 timeouts. Again, see the setup here. Kiv's reading a lot of cover 2 or maybe cover 2 on one side. That could be a cover 6. So he's got the slot fade with the speed out. Stem down corner. Just an excellent switch stick right there. But I think he might have had circle. He probably just didn't want to risk it. But I think he had circle versus the cover 2. Then he probably felt like, okay, I can throw to the running back. But no, Cleff's going to switch stick to that. You can't throw this because the way the game is after you're running a route and you get towards the sideline, you're going to come back down. So that flat zone would have picked it off. So you can't throw that. You got to throw it away. Let's see if he tries to go back to the stem down corner or a corner at all. By the way, that play that Kiv is running is, where is it? The cheat slot fade. All right, flipping the play. Slot receiver on the short side of the field. Motion running back. Does he go back to that slot fade? No, he's got a wheel. Wheel post. Block tight end. Circle. Is a circle on a streak here? Nope. He wants to make sure he gets a 3. Make sure he gets 3. 18 seconds left. 3rd and 3. Goes to bunch. Goes to bunch nasty. Cleff's gonna call a timeout. He probably was making a ton of adjustments to stop this. Then once the running back got motioned out, he's like, nah, I can't do it. An adjustment I make sometimes that maybe Cleff made it is like, let's say you went flat and then like manned. Oops. All right, forget it. Either way, Cleff was not happy with the adjustment he made, so he burned the timeout. He doesn't need these timeouts. There's only 18 seconds left, and he's not going to get the ball back. So why not call a timeout? Make sure you're in the proper defense. Okay, Cleff was killing guarding this. I don't think Kiv was successful one time against this. And it's all because you're manually bumping the tight end. Manually bump the tight end. Heat screaming. Again, Cleff was going to switch stick to the flat. Nothing's open. 4th and 3. Kiv is going to make this a 1-point game right here, 27-28. All right, let's bring this to the 3rd quarter. Actually, let's not bring this to the 3rd quarter. I completely forgot this happened. Scratch that. Now we got to run this whole drive back. All right, 1st and 10, 11 seconds left. There should be no reason that Kiv gives up anything big. Running back wide open. You do not want to give up a field goal here, though. So do you get semi-aggressive? Check out what happens here. So, deep halves, especially when brought down, they don't play so great to the deep sideline. Okay? The coverage that's going to be right here is going to be man press, but this guy is going to be in a deep half. Okay? So typically you would think that deep half should get back there. However, after like a few patches ago, deep halves, inside thirds, the only zone that gets back quick are inside quarters, which is why a lot of people run cover 4. So watch that deep half defender. He's going to not get to the outside right away. Also, Tyreek doesn't get bumped. So he flies past his guy, and Tyreek is going to bomb for a touchdown. I can't believe it. I can believe it because I seen it live. But man, oh man, what a play. Kiv just thought he was protected because he had the safety in a deep half. He also doesn't want to give a free field goal, right? So you don't play super soft, but that burns him right there. And now Cleff is up 8. All right. Let's move quickly. I have to finish this before New Year's. Good throw right there. That's the smoke screen speed out. 1st and 10. Flipping of the play. See what Cleff does when that motion happens. What does he do with his safety and corner? Does he go cover 2? What is he going to do with the linebacker? Because a lot of times the tight end blocks. What adjustment is he going to make to defend that? Does he go a cover 4 on that side? It looks like a cover 2. That's a cover 2. Deep half flat. Reason why you want to go cover 2, you want to not give that speed out, right? You don't want to give up the speed out. But Kiv makes the read. Again, deep halves have some issues. They got to play deep to the right? Well, if you know, once you pass him, you can throw a bullet pass to the left, and you can squeeze that through a cover 2. Kiv reads it. He's been seeing a lot of cover 2 by Cleff. Blocks the tight end, gives himself time. Once he passes him, bang, free form, touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. Way to respond. He's going to go for 2 to try to tie this up. And he's going to go to, what is this, the tray stack. And Rich ran this a few years ago. These quick throws with the way that he's stacked like this. A lot of times man and zone don't play it well. If you have Gunslinger, which everyone has, right, you can get the ball out quick. Pay attention to that guy right there, especially against a heavy blitz. He's going to throw it and pick it up. Definitely really good lab work by Kiv. Good way to bring that out and kind of save it for that moment. Tie game, 4:06 left. Kiv running another different defense. This looks like it was either dollar or 146, but like the double safety go, bringing the safeties down and running the loop blitz. Let's see what Cleff does against that. Bench pivot. Does he spam bench pivot against it? Got the whip. See how Cleff swerves. Make sure he doesn't get tackled. He catches it and then racks down into the left to avoid a click-on hit stick. Is he going to spam bench pivot against this? Okay, he's blocking the halfback. He's going to go for the cover 2 beater. Kiv is ready for it. Okay, that was just a street corner flat. Kiv did not have cover 2 on that side. The bunch side. See that move out? That move out could mean manual bump. It also could mean trying to manipulate the guard to fan out that way to get the looper to come in. Oops. Let me make sure OBS is still good. Okay. Now it's a spacing switch. Whenever you see spacing switch, you're looking for the running back. See how that he had a flat zone on the left? And the spacing, that table route is just money. And that specific table route is just better than the others. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, quick hike verticals. And just a great read. Great click on by Kiv. But what is he reading? He's seeing that in these type of crossfire loop type defenses, right? A lot of times, one of the safeties drops down in a yellow, other safety in an inside third. You can fit something over the top of the yellow, especially if you have a high-low, right? If you have a drag post, well, guess what? If you read it quick enough, which Cleff did, he's seen him drop down, you throw it over his head. Now, Kiv actually almost makes a play with the outside corner by switch sticking to him right before the throw, but Cleff fits it in. Just another quick throw, bench pivot, just making that read between the drag and the whip. And he's not coming in. He's just quick hiking. He's hiking it so fast. I don't even see him really. I mean, he just ID'd the right side right there. Looked like it picked up the pressure. Blitz was coming in super slow. He gets hit, 3rd and 1. What is Cleff going to do? How is Kiv going to adjust? Is he going to get aggressive? Oh, and what a throw right here. So, seam throws are money in this game, but when you bring the safeties down, it gets tough, especially with a bunch of mid-zone KOs. So what Cleff did, I believe right here, is he had a streak flat fade, and he's going to look to see if he sees that this flat zone is pushing out right away and this outside third is going out this way. He sees that there is a little lane to hit circle, but it's very small. Very small. You got a possession catch right away. And again, with mid-zone KOs now, much harder to do. Usually people throw the seams right like by the hashes to the tight end or in a compressed. This is to an outside guy in the bunch. He sees the space. He throws it, quickly possession catches, and gets down. And mid-zone KOs do not KO it. If he threw that any earlier or later, this would not be a completion. Could have been a pick or a KO. Beautiful. So that's going to be 42-35. 3-4 odd, again, auto motion. Let's go ahead and see if Cleff goes with the underneath coverage again. He doesn't look like he went underneath coverage, but it's definitely cover 2, and he switch sticks to that dude immediately. I mean, he's on the motion. There's a few things that Kiv wasn't able to do this game. That tight end streak with the fade next to it and the running back on a table, and then also that auto motion. If there was 2 things Cleff really took away, were those 2. Good read right there. So Cleff was running a lot of cover 2. He had this set up to where it would be a cover 2 beater with the stem down corner, streak, table. He notices that if the corner is going to play deep, okay, I'll just throw to the table. Especially if the linebacker is not going to be there. Let's just take my quick throw. You always got to have, you always got to be ready for every coverage, every possibility, especially now with the switch stick. So it's got to be if this, then that. If he has this guarded, then this got to be open. If he makes this switch stick, then this is going to be open over the top, which is kind of, reason why I say that is you got the fade, corner, flat, right? What do a lot of people like to do? They like to switch stick on their deep zone in cover 4 or whatever and switch stick to the corner. This fade, it's not a regular streak. The fade will get open if you do that. An inside quarter shouldn't defend it. So if he switch sticks to that corner, honestly, though, because that's a cover 2, this is not a cover 4, it's a cover 2. So the deep half is doing work guarding this. Cleff is knowing when to go cover 2 and when not to. Now, this corner right here, he switch sticks to him, but he doesn't switch stick to play the corner out. He sees Cleff is taking his yards. So instead of switch sticking to him and making sure, okay, he's going to throw the corner. No, Kiv is too good. He's not going to throw at his switch stick. So he just runs down, and that's only a 3-yard gain. Anyone else doing that switch stick, you're going to pick up a ton of yards. A backed-off Cloud, he's getting really good at switch sticking to the outside guys and taking away as much as he can with it. Also, another thing that's an unfortunate drop, Cleff is pretty much sending 5 at all times with 3-4 off. You guys know how I play. I drop my D-line in coverage a lot. But Cleff is he's sending them. He's sending them every play and just adjusting just slightly. Not crazy adjustments, but the switch stick is always on point. He's just always making sure he has the right guy he's switching to take away the first read. Kiv right here is hoping that this is cover 2 on the right side, but also if the heat's screaming, he's going to throw to the whip. He just sees the space. He's going to take the whip. I got to move quick, guys. It's 11:30. I got to be done in like 10 minutes. All right, again, with this setup right here, streak to the tight end, outside guy on a fade. Cleff has been doing a great job at stopping this because of the manual bump to the tight end. If he has cover 2 on the right side, he could defend that. He could defend the speed out plus the fade as long as the manual bump works. He just can't miss this manual bump. And he doesn't. He kind of did, but it was enough to not get that tight end open, but then Kiv just hit the drag. Again, if this is guarded, then this. Always got to set up your route combos to make sure that you're good no matter what your opponent does as far as adjusting. Trips TE flex. See the 3-4 odd does look a little different. He's not running that 7 guys in a box. He's looking to manually bump circle. Pretty much every time he sees this formation, he wants to manually bump that dude. And just more good switch sticks. Just really good switch sticks. He switch sticks to Lloyd, back to Gronk. Not really a good throw right there. The manual bump just congests. It just changes your spacing. And like I said, with the if this, then that, well, when you get manually bumped up the seam, you have to wait on routes to get open. And just no passer, even in real life, wants your timer to get messed up. Yet again, fellas, this now from it flipped. The auto motion tight end, what has Cleff got? He's going to have the hard flat outside third on the right side. Tight end is not there. Then he's just going to use her. So Kiv actually did a good job of streaking the slot just in case he did go with an outside third flat combo. But what does Cleff do? He's going to take that seam away. He takes the seam away perfectly. I mean, this is high-level Madden to the extreme. Kiv has read, when I run this play, Cleff goes outside third hard flat. So what am I going to do? I'm going to streak him and fade him. So that's going to be open. What does Cleff do? Okay, if that happens, I have to protect the deep middle. Pretty much anyone else that makes this adjustment is going to give up this streak touchdown. Cleff is on it right away instantly. Goes from Gronk to Lloyd on the motion and runs at it immediately. to take it away. Both players did the right thing right there, which is pretty crazy. And a lot of viewers are going to miss that because if you're not seeing the chess match within this game, the cat and mouse game. Here's the flip. Street corner, drag post. Kiv scored on this earlier, I believe, right? Just excellent. Just excellent way to take what your opponent gives you. Do not try to fit that post in just because you scored the last time. And why did Gronk act like this? Why did Gronk just stay there and not play the drag? It's not because the yellow zone just didn't want to play like yellow zone. No, it's because he was manned up on the tight end and the tight end blocked. Oh, no. Wait, maybe not. Maybe he was in a spy. I actually don't know. I thought for sure that was a man up. Well, regardless, first and goal. Kiv's going to go to pistol, wing flex close, and get screamed at. Cleff, I believe, sends 7 here. Sheesh. What does Kiv do right here? Second and goal. Down 7. 4:42 left. More high-level Madden, boys. What's this formation right here? It's the read bubble formation. Everyone that runs Philly, when you see this formation, that double's weak, you know you got to worry about the read because this guy is the read key. A lot of times that slot's open. So what do you got to do? Unless you're in like a man-to-man, you got to kind of have to use it. And look at where Cleff is. He's waiting on it. He's waiting on it. And I don't know if Kiv knows he's using him. Oh, he's not using him anymore. More high-level Madden, boys. More high-level Madden, boys. All. Yep. Okay. So, Cleff's on this dude, right? I'm going to take away the bubble. Why does he get off him? It's because he sees Kiv audible. He sees Kiv now doing hot routes. So if you're doing hot routes, right, he sees him audible. Immediately when he's seen the quarterback make that animation, Cleff gets away from the safety and now plays on the linebacker. But, again, better offense sometimes beats better defense. Kiv sees this dude's double teamed. He can roll right. Mayfield's not the fastest, but with the 0 chill boost, and if he does have Buck's team, he's like 89 speed. Rolls right. And sometimes they just don't let you switch stick. Just sometimes in these situations, it's hard to get on that guy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, especially like if you see how he's using Moss, he's going to the right. And he's probably trying. Maybe he was trying to blitz in the spy, but sometimes it's just too late. Once the quarterback has momentum, he's running. He was trying to get, trust me, he was trying to get to that corner. Just sometimes it won't let you in those situations. He's going for 2. He's going to try to take the lead right here. And Cleff is playing towards the left side, and I like this right here. This is against a hard flat. Bang. So this is the meta motion, right? The really good post with the pivot. You got the wheel. He's not doing the pivot. He's got a wheel on him too. He's got Master Tactician. But versus a hard flat, you can throw this wheel back here. And if it's not a hard flat, you could throw the table. So he's reading the outside right corner. He sees him come down. He's going to throw it. Touchdown. Well, not touchdown. 2-point conversion. 43-42. All right, 4:24 left. Boys, it is 11:37 right now. I need to hurry up or else my wife is going to kill me to start the year. Okay, this is spacing. Looking for the running back. Yep. When you see he's in that play, he's going to the running back. 1st and 10. Is he going to clock? Clock is dripping, but not super dripping. He hikes it at 18. Again, spacing switch. He's not going to go. I doubt he goes back to that play again on this next play. But that was spacing again. So let's see. Is this bench pivot here? Bench pivot. Again, the quick hike, drag, table, and just go. Quick throw to the drag. Make your reads fast. 3rd and 5. Here's verticals, okay? Verticals. Woo! Touchdown. Tyreek. Let's run it back. Is that... So that's not man press. So if you look at the leverage, okay, this corner is a little bit down. He's pressed to the outside. Tyreek's just going to blow right by him. I'm trying to see what coverage that was. Oh, that was a cover 3 with the safety and a yellow, I guess it looks like. I don't know if that's a outside third or outside quarter. The way that Kiv reacted to this, it looks like that corner should have played this. At least that's what he expected. He wasn't sure why he got beat. If you look at after he scores there. But Cleff's been finding that. He scored a few times with that. Big. So he's looking to attack quick. He's looking to attack short, but he has the deep options as well, especially the one-on-one. So here he's going to go for 2. 2-point conversion, up 5 to try to make it up 7. Oh, doesn't get it. What does Kiv try to do to stop that? Hard, flat, yellow. Cleff is ready for it. He's got the table dig. And maybe it's because of the dig. Maybe, I don't know if it was a streak or a curl. I don't know. But anyways, should have been caught. Didn't get it. And now, touchdown could potentially win this. He's only up 5. 3:40 left. Kiv he's got a clock. User going crazy right now. So here's a run play. Got to slow it down. He's not going to want to score. So if he gets a big play, he's probably just going to dive down. He wants this to be the last possession of the game. See Cleff expecting reads, bubbles. He's playing on the slot right there. Okay, and then you see what happened right there. This could have been a crib shot. Kiv doesn't want to score. I just want to show you what Cleff does. He's on him. As soon as he sees this guy motion out, he's going to go on the safety. But still, you don't have so many numbers, especially when everyone is mugged. So if you can get to the second level, this could be a crib shot. But again, it's not what Kiv wants. He does not want to score and give the ball back to Cleff. He wants this to be the last drive. 3 minutes left. 1st and 10. Another run play. Not looking to score. Just let me bring it all the way down to 1 second. And let me just run this ball. I don't care what I get. When you're as good as Kiv and Cleff, you can get the first down on 4th down if you have to, right? So the most important thing is clocking it. Now, he wasn't able to bring this all the way down to the 2-minute warning, but after this play, he will. Even if this is 3rd and short, that's fine. So he doesn't want a huge play here. Doesn't want a huge play. He might run that same run again. Maybe he'll go for a whip route or, yeah, like a pivot, a drag, something like that, table. See, now, here's the thing. And it was an excellent job, during the broadcast. T. Davis was talking about it. I think user as well. Cleff can now play a little aggressive because Cleff wants the ball back. So let me just blitz 7. And I'll switch stick. You're not going to throw a touchdown to this dude. I'll switch stick to him and give the big play. If you don't want the big play, I'm not going to guard it. So he switch sticks, sends 7. Kiv still gets it, but they both know the moments, right? Kiv knows he can't give Cleff the ball back. Cleff knows the only way I'm going to get the ball back is if I'm dumb aggressive. Like, not even, like, I'm going to blitz 7. I think he just blitzes 7. He's not even using the linebacker. Like, he's playing on a slot, and I'm pretty sure he's blitzing 7 here. I think he's blitzing the whole front 7. I mean, just look at that scream. That was a 6-manner. But he gave away. If you look, you got to read the ball fast. You got to read it fast, but he does have a touchdown over here. But the thing is, again, Kiv doesn't want the touchdown. I'm not sure why he went to that play, to be honest. But 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped. Manual bump. Good read right there, and he's going to get down. Clock is dripping. And yet again, yep, this is blitz 6. So I think this is pinch buck. Manually play the safety. These dudes are manned up. He might not even have... So it's send 6. Yeah, tight end should be probably manned on him. Yep. And then it's just switch sticks. Try to make something happen. Try to get super aggressive. Maybe you get a D-line, tipped pick, anything like that. That's what Cleff is just hoping for. Like, let Kiv score fast so I have a chance. That was the worst case scenario for Cleff. Best case scenario for Kiv. Getting the first, staying in bounds. And Cleff does have 3 timeouts, but 1:26 left. Another good play right here. Clock is ticking, especially with the way that Cleff is playing. If he's going to play on this left side, he's not going to be able to stop the touch pass. And what's the worst thing that happens? You only get a couple yards, force a timeout, right? 2nd and 8. Does Cleff call a timeout here? He isn't so far. 58 seconds left, 2nd and 8. Goes 5 wide. Blocks the tight end to stop the pressure, but he can't stop the pressure. Why? Cleff is selling out. He is sending 7. He's literally sending 7. If the tight end was on a streak, it's a touchdown. He was banking. This is, sometimes you just got to take chances. A lot of times, pro players, or anybody, when they motion the running back out and they show a 5 wide look, they block the tight end. So Cleff's like, I hope you block the tight end because I'm still going to scream at you. I'm manually bumping the slot, and then maybe even having short zones here. You're not going to have the time. So he manually bumps. He switch sticks quickly to the safety, right? And that's also important. You get the manual bump off, and then he switch sticks to the safety to take away anything. He knows the middle's weak. So he's hoping even if the tight end is deep, I'm going to manually bump this dude and then switch stick to the safety. And the tight end block doesn't pick it up. As you see. 3rd and 8. Is the speed out going to be open? Heat screaming. Yet again. Yet again, he blitzed 7. Yet again, he blitzes 7. And again, the way that Cleff has this set up is the tight end is open, but he's going to switch stick to that safety. So even if the tight end goes deep, he's going to switch stick him. If not, the running back and circle are covered. So it's just a quick manual bump and then switching to that safety. And then he switched even back to the slot. Kiv can't pick this up. Kiv can't pick up the send 7 right now. He'd be better off sending 5 out against it. So that's, I think, his thought on this next play. The final play of the game if he doesn't get this. Well, Kiv does still have 3 timeouts, but it's a huge play. Now, this is not a send 7 look, right? You do not have them mugged. This linebacker's here. This does not look like the 3-4 odd super scream, okay? This guy more than likely is not blitzing because there's no reason. If you know 3-4 odd, like if he was blitzing, it would take him hella long to get to the quarterback. He's in coverage. Right side could still come in. And Kiv does do a good job of IDing that side to prevent the pressure from coming in. So more than likely pressure is not going to come in here. But he's looking to do a streak, corner, table, post, drag. A good setup. A good setup. Does the pressure come in? Does he have to force a quick throw? 4th and 8. Biggest play of the game. He is going to force the throw, and Gronk is going to pick him off. I think he was expecting, he just got screamed at back-to-back plays. I think he was expecting the pressure to come in. He did a good job of IDing the right side. Left side wasn't coming in. Pressure was not coming in. He had a clean pocket. He had a clean pocket. But Gronk just played that corner so well. And Cleff gets the pick. All right, so here, Cleff's going to get out a bunch finally. Now he's going to go to eye close. Stretch. Okay, clock's ticking. Kiv calls a timeout. Now he's going to bunch. Is he going to quick hike it? He goes to bunch. He's going to verticals, block tight end. This is going to pick up 3-4 odd. Picks up the 3-4 odd. Oh, was that a shed or was that a scream? Whoa, look at the DT. Whoa, the DT came in clean. I don't know if that was fluke or not. Either way, wow, what a play. 3rd and 15. Kiv has life. What does Cleff go to seal the game? 33 seconds left. Kiv only has 1 timeout. Cleff gets this, it's over. Okay, he's hoping it's cover 2. Street corner out. Block halfback. Dig to the right. Excellent switch digging. Even better play. And that's going to be the game. So if you pay attention to what Kiv did right here. Okay, this looks like I think it's a cover 2 on the left. Okay, but Kiv is going to switch stick to the left corner. And he's going to take away the corner out. Tight end's covered. You're not going to get the first down from this here. The only problem is this I think is a inside third and an outside third. So the deep dig doesn't have a yellow in that area. Now, Cleff had to make sure he picked up the pressure. He needed to make sure he had the time to hit this deep dig. He went through his progressions. Everything on the left was covered, but the dig wasn't, and that's going to be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. I'm going to try to do more of these breakdowns, not only for my games, but also MCS games or maybe Players Lounge games, Gulag games, things like that. And remember to follow the Twitch, twitch.tv/lightsbreakdowns. Link is in the description. I appreciate you guys watching this long video. Shout out to you guys. Let me know if you want more. Peace.